Hello and welcome to day 6. Oh my god, this week is just galumphing along. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like an elf in Santa's workshop. I've just been working so hard, looking a little bit haggard, but since we're in the gift-giving mood and yesterday we did a little package, today we're going to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to introduce you to Stampin' Up's bow making die. So we can make our own bows. It uses a 6x6 sheet of paper, actually 2 of them, so 6x12 cut in half. And we are going to make these bows. So I'm going to bring you down to the craft table. And as always, the mess is on the side there, but let's see how we can do this. Okay, there we go. I'm still here. The light is glaring. Let's go this way a little bit. Okay, so first of all, just because we need a package, I have a pillow box here. And these are simply, you can see that they're pre-scored and actually even pre-taped for you. So once you get them in their shape, the sides taped together and you're left with an opening. So you could put a little gift in there, good for a pair of socks, a scarf, some treats, anything like that. So it's just a little pillow box, but just another option that Stampin' Up! Has to offer you. And you could probably decorate that with either a circular or a smaller square size pattern if you wanted to, just to make it pretty. So that is the pillow box option. So I'll put that aside. And so what we're going to focus on is our bow. So to make our bow, we have for you the die, which, let me take this out of the package. It looks like this. And so for each bow, you would cut 2 of these. Okay, because, okay, you have to cut 2. We offer a selection of paper, which is called Take a Bow instead of Take a Bow. And it has 4 different designs in it. Of course, they're all 2-sided. So let's see if I can pull those 4 designs out for you here. So there is the one, which is just a plaid, stars, some holly, and some stripes. And then when you turn them over, there are some polka dots, some candy cane stripes, a different style of polka dot compared to the red one, and the first plaid one has a small green pattern on it. So depending which side you want to show as the outside of your bow is the way you're going to attach the cut pieces of paper. So I've cut one from each different style of paper here just to show you the process. So this is the full bow done, and this one I've attached with a brad. I don't know if you could see that through the center there, but there's, the light doesn't show it. Maybe if I go over here, there you go, there's the brad inside the middle. So I've attached that with a brad. I found that not super easy, and of course you have to dig your way right through. I have a piece of tape on the bottom just so that if I want to put it on a package, it's ready to go. But there it is, you know. So to make that, what you're going to end up with are all of the pieces. So let's put that aside. Let's take this off the tray. And you would end up with all of the pieces to make your bows. So you would have, oh my goodness, I don't have my notes in front of me. So you would have 3 of these, the big ones, and you would have 4 of the middle-sized ones and 2 of the little ones. And so what you're doing with these is you're going to get, I'm going to use glue just because it's quicker. So depending which way you want the outside of your bow, I'm going to go for the polka dots. So you're going to wrap that around, and you see there is a sort of flat edge on that end, actually on both ends, so it doesn't matter which way you hold it. But I'm just going to bring that flat end to meet this side edge. Okay, so I'm going to whirl that around. Let's see, get my hands out of here and make it so it's on the side edge. I don't know if there's a good way to show that. It's going to go right to that side edge. So not to this bottom part, but to this side. And if you go from left to right or right to left, try and keep it consistent for your entire projects for the bow. Oh, come on, glue. And I know I'm a little late today. I was preparing for a craft fair on Sunday. Look at that, and I just went from right to left when I usually go the other way. Okay. So, and then I'm just going to hold it there, get my little glue smudge out of there. If you hear hammering in the background, that's my famous kitchen reno going on. I think he's digging out some tiles today. All right. So see, where's a good way to show that? Maybe lift that up a bit. So it's just squared there, okay? So you would do that for all of your pieces. Okay, so I'm going to do it for 2, just to give you an idea of what the next step is. So I'm going to do it again for this one. And I'm just thinking, which way did I do this? So this side went in here. And hold that for a moment, just for the glue to set. They're lovely bows, and it's a great way, I think, to use up scraps as well. If you've got some 6x6 pieces. Okay, so once you now have two of these available, you're going to want to, with the point, you're going to want to put the 2 together. So I'm just going to put my glue across, and I'm going to point these babies together and hold them for a minute. So now I have my first infinity sign. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, so you're going to end up with one of these. And actually what you truly will end up with, and I can put my glue away now, what you'll truly end up with is 3 of the big ones, 2 medium, and a small little guy. Now there's 2 ways to do this, the small little guy. Let's see if I can find it. You can do what we just did with all the others, putting them together, making our infinity signs. Or if you were just to curl it this way, like in a circle, and plop it in the center of your bow, that way. That's another way to make the center. I have the little guy in here, he's in there, but you could just, instead of that, put that in the middle. So, okay, so once you have these together, starting with your big ones, so I have double-sided tape in here I hope it's nice and strong to hold this in place, but this is for demonstration purposes and hopefully it'll work. So I've made it so that my candy cane is on the outside, and I'm just going to kind of press these guys all in here together. Oops, I should have put that other one at a bit of an angle, not so straight. Ah, my bad. Okay, that one should have been not straight across like a cross, but a bit more on an angle. You know, you do this and you learn or remember as you go. Alright, so I'm going to peel that out. Now I'm going to get one of my medium-sized ones. And just like a flower, you're filling in the gaps. So let's kind of go across there. And then I'm going to take my other medium one. Lots of activity around here. Honking outside, cutting in the kitchen. I don't know if you heard my puggy running in and out here. There was some snorkeling a moment ago. Alright, and this one, you know, because I missed that 1X, I don't even think I need my last piece. But there is an option for the last piece, but I'm thinking that looks pretty full just the way it is. I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave that alone. Oh, but of course I took the tape covering out from the middle. Okay. But there's your bow. Easy peasy. How long did that take? Oh my goodness. All my chattering, 12 minutes. Here we are. We're done. I think that's a great way to finish off your bows, or your packages, with a lovely bow. So I hope you have a great weekend. I do have a craft show this weekend, and some grandchildren's concerts tomorrow, so I might be a bit late, but stay tuned. The Advent calendar is coming, so happy crafting. Have a great day.